What's up guys, I'm Spencer. In today's video, I'm gonna focus on doing spins for beginners anywhere from a 90 to a 360. So all that, I'm gonna try to cram this into this video for you guys on the easiest way to learn it and just lots of tips and tricks and where to try these spins at for you guys. So hopefully you can learn it. So if you've never done the 180 and you're working on fakies, I actually made a video for fakies previously. It's in my how-to playlist on my YouTube channel, which is here somewhere because you're on my YouTube channel. So check that out if you want to work on fakies. But right now we're gonna go straight to spinning, which we're gonna work on 90 to fakie for the first spin. Here we go. Yeah, the whole concept of the 90 to fakie is like it's pretty much doing a 180 with less rotation, and having a little ramp helps you a bunch. So if you have something like this similar to you and you've never done a 180, give it a try. Just make sure you're comfortable with doing fakies. But that's like the easiest way to 180 and kind of do it, because you're cheating the 180. You're dividing it in half, but whatever. Also, real quick, want to note that this whole video is not going to be just on ramps. So if you guys only ride street, you don't have any ramps by you, just hang on maybe a minute, not even. But real quick, fun little exercise to do is like just go up a ramp 90 to fakie, so you kind of get to do everything with less rotation. Just check it out and it'll make sense once you see it. Hold jump. All right, once you kind of take the spins off the ramp, it's a little hard because you have to actually bunny hop and pull up for yourself. The ramp's not there to assist you. So a couple things you guys need to take note on is that anytime you bunny hop a bike, you gotta pull up the front end. But a lot of people forget to bend their knees up and pick the back end up, so when they go to spin, they kind of just do a little drag, and then they get ejected, and it's not fun. So make sure you guys are picking up the back end. Just take note, but we're still on the 90, so I'm gonna do probably world's first hop 90. I'm pretty sure no one's ever done this on purpose, but we'll do it for you guys right here. Oh yeah. Count it. It may look goofy and stuff, but if that's all you guys can do right now, just keep doing it. It's gonna get easier. We're gonna move on to the 180 now, because the hop 90 just doesn't make sense. Maybe we'll do a hop double 90, because then, you know, 90, 90, 180. It's the 180. Freaking 180. So now we're just gonna do a bunny hop 180. This is actually how I learned my first fakie. Couple tips and things to look out for. One tip is that try to have a straight line. I only have a crack in the road, but just something for you to like turn around and look at. Make sure you get that full rotation of the spin. Also, when you land, try to stay centered on the bike. If you lean, it's gonna be way harder to roll out. So make sure you 180, try to land center, and then pedal back, or just sit back if you're trying to free coast. You don't have to pedal back. But things to look out for is a lot of people try to yank and turn too hard, and their tire drags. I'll try to do that. I don't want to do it, but I'll try. You guys get the concept. If you're hopping and dragging your tire, that means you gotta pick your legs up in the back end, because that lifting your legs up, like bending them, is what's gonna help get the back end around. So let's make sure we do that. Here we go, hop 180, try to stay on the line, or something to indicate how you are rotating. You can under rotate it, over rotate it a little bit, but the line will help. Yeah, I already did a how to fakie video. Oh, dude, you gotta pick your back end up. Come on. Didn't you watch this how-to we're filming right now? God, come on. Give it a try. Come on, Joe, you gotta lift your legs up. Try it again, bud. Dead. Nailed it.
Spencer taught me well.
Good job, Joe. Bunny hopping may be a little hard for some of you guys, so maybe try it on a flyout like this. Flyout's gonna be a little easier, but make sure you are going up the whole ramp and not turning too early, because if you turn too early, you're gonna have the same problem as bunny hopping. You're gonna snag your back wheel on the lip. So make sure you use the ramp. It's gonna help, especially for the little guys that maybe don't have the muscles yet to pull a 180 around on flat ground. So let's hit the flyout out. Yep. Back to doing bunny hop stuff. Maybe you can't get it around a bunny hop. Try it off like a little drop or something, like a curb, or like this ledge right here that Joe didn't bar out on. one. Pretty important thing that I forgot to mention, this goes for any spin. So the more open you are, the slower you're gonna spin. So if you're having trouble getting any spin around, you kind of gotta pull the bike up and get over it. So I'm gonna show you how to do that in a 180 real quick. It just helps, like the tighter rotation you have, like these, you don't see gymnasts like spinning around like a big starfish. They get real tight. So same thing with a bike, same physics. We're in the same world. Get tight, you spin faster. So close in the 180, here we go. My brother Taylor stepping in for the next chapter. That's how to 180, like spin around on a bank or quarter. Nice. Like a pro. Just like any other trick, the more things you try it on, the faster you learn. You just keep getting more like intel on that trick. So we're gonna work on like just like 180 turnarounds on a quarter. The good thing about this is that it helps you learn how to pick your back end up. Because like if you go down here, you have to now take your back wheel from the bottom of the ramp and pick it up to where it's higher than your front wheel. So that's a good thing. So if you are working on spins, just try to spin on everything. And we're just gonna work on the quarter right here. We're just gonna do a couple little things. Got a pretty nice little Euro here. Haven't done a 180 out of a bank yet. Good thing about banks is that it's pretty much just like an assisted bunny hop. So if you're working on bunny hops, try them out of banks and stuff, and it's gonna make it a lot easier. Just keep working from like steeper to smaller. So then eventually no bank, which will be a bunny hop. Quick little recap on 180s. Remember, it's easier to try it on a line, help you get the rotation around. Remember to pick the front end up as well as lift your knees up so you can turn the back end up so you don't drag. Anything else, just rewatch. I'm pretty sure I covered everything fairly well. We're gonna move on to the 270 and we're gonna start off on the bank to bank hip just like we did a 90. Thing about 270 is you pretty much should go up. You wanna make sure you know how to 180 or at least can spin the 180 around every time. You may not get the fakie every time, but if you can at least spin the 180, then try to over rotate the 180 and get ready to land forward. Like you can even not even do a 270. Like I'll try to do like a 200 and then go to 270, but the more you spin it, the more better it will feel when you land it. My brother Taylor's gonna help me film this from now on. Yeah, thank you for that. Once we're moving past 180, that's when you really gotta start focusing on how you like preload the spin. For a 270, since we're gonna be going like opposite hip, you kinda wanna aim at an angle. You don't wanna really aim for the top unless you're good at it yet. So aiming low and kinda doing it in the middle gives you room to spin more straight so you don't like hang up on the top of the deck. And it just makes it a little easier to get the spin around.
Almost took me out.
Quick tip for you guys, quick tip, just thought about this, no big deal. So right now I'm gonna do an alley-oop 180 on a bank. It's kind of like a 270, and it'll just like, this motion will help you learn how to like alley-oop on a hip or something, but we're just gonna do it on a flat bank. You'll stay right here. Yep. Oop, almost 270 on accident. If you can 270 wedge wedge, then you probably can like 3 pivot. We're not gonna do a hop 3 yet. We're gonna do the cheater 3, which is okay. I did it myself, learning hop 3s. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's a little different if you have a free coaster. You may not be able to engage and have pedal pressure, but pretty much what we're doing is we're gonna bunny hop. Try to spin as far as I can and keep the front end up the whole time and kind of lock your feet so then you can finish the rest of the rotation just pivoting around. I'll demonstrate. Here we go. Super sick 360 pivot. Yes! All right. The hop 3 is not really going to come around until you learn how to pick your knees up like I've been saying this whole video. If you want to spin on the ground or on wedges or anything, you got to kind of lift those legs up to give you room to spin. But if you could 3 pivot, once I learned that, I actually could start throwing off like curbs and stuff. So let's go take the 3 pivot to the super sick curb at Woodward. Here we go. To some of you beginners, this curb bit may be the most intimidating thing you've ever seen. But it's not that bad. It's just a little lower flat ground. If you're not used to 3ing off of curbs and stuff, try to do it like over lines and stuff, so you're used to having yourself like a takeoff destination, as if like just pretend this is a crack. If you could like 270 pivot or 3 pivot over a crack, you can do it off a curb, which I will show right now. Here we go. Super sick 3 pivot. This one has nothing to do with the video. It's just a little bonus for you guys. I've been sticking in and watching the video just because I don't know why. Here you go, little three chinker. Kind of pinballing around in this video, trying to like mix it out with like street and park. So we're gonna go back to the flyout. Same thing as any other 3, you know, spin. Make sure we're turning our head too. I don't think I've said this in this whole video, but you wanna look to where you wanna go. So if you wanna do the 180, turn your head 180, you want a 360, just look until you've made a 360. Sometimes like I would like try to find a target, 3 towards it until I saw it again, okay? That'll help you just get used to turning your head. But for this, we're just gonna do a flyout 3. It's probably the easiest way to do it, I think. The transition of the ramp makes it come around super easy, so you don't have to pull up as much or work for it as hard. So flyout 360 just for you guys. Yes! Now we're gonna do the full bunny hop 360. This is not something you guys will just like learn. You gotta kind of work through the 3 pivots to get to this one and work on picking up your back end. Maybe try to like 360 up like curbs or something to work on you getting the back end up. But I'll just do a couple hop 3s real quick. There's so many different ways to do it, like on a spine, different ramps to fakie. 3 to fakie is actually not bad. I'll do one real quick, but we're not going to go that much into depth just because I like the 3 to fakie because it helps you pick your back end up. We'll do it on the quarter. If you figure out 360s and they're starting to get easy, you can do it out of a bank every time. Then take it to a hip where it allows you to over rotate and still land pretty good. So we'll do a 450 on a lot of hips, and then I'll just do a bunch of spins that I've gone on through the video, one big line, and then there it is. That's gonna be your video for today. I was dizzy, but I think that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. Let me know if it helped you with learning how to spin. Hopefully it did. That's what I did. A lot of you guys were asking for it. I'm pretty out of breath, but for you more advanced riders, just know I'll be doing a in-depth how to spin for advanced riders from 540 and beyond. Well, thanks for making it in this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more videos of me being out of breath and out of shape, because husky life, baby. Here's more videos to watch if you're interested. If you want to learn any tricks, playlist of how-tos in my channel. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go eat some burritos and stuff, yeah.